gonna try brownies out today, and we're gonna use discard to do it. I've got, right now, I've got a stick of butter, so about a 1/4 cup of butter, and it's browning on the stove. Once that browns, I'm gonna add a cup of chocolate chips to it to melt into, so while it's cooling down, and then we're gonna get going on mixing the rest of our ingredients. I've done some of our dry ingredients. We have 3/4 of a cup of flour. I used bread flour, but the original recipe, I think, that I looked up had all-purpose flour. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna use our bread flour, and also 1 1/4 cups of granulated sugar. And some salt, 1/2 teaspoon of salt is in here. So that's our dry ingredients. We're also, once our liquids are coming in, we're gonna add 2 eggs, some vanilla extract, and 1/2 cup of walnuts. So I'm really excited for that. So I'm gonna go check on the butter, and when that's at its browning stage, I'm gonna show you what it looks like, and then I'm gonna add the chocolate chips so you can see what that part looks like, and we're just gonna keep on going. All right, y'all. So I've got the browned butter there. Should kind of look like that. It's very hot still. Now, this recipe calls for a cup of chocolate chips into the butter, and then sprinkled chocolate chips on top when it's all done. And I don't think I have enough to do both. So I'm just gonna put all the chocolate that I have, which is about a cup, in the bottom, or in the butter. And we're gonna let that all cool and melt together. And I'm hoping the chocolate chips kind of help that out a little bit. I think they've got a little, they're already melting down. So what I like to do is I like to go put it on the porch, the back porch, and I've got like a food screen. So I put the screen over top of it, and then the cool air cools it down nice and quick for us. So I'll bring y'all back when we're at that chill out session and we're ready to start mixing our starter into this. I think we've cooled down enough. I am going to crack the eggs in here because they're cold still from the fridge, and they should cool it off even more. And hopefully it's not too hot that they don't like cook them. We gotta get our starter in here. Now this calls for like cup measurements, and so I've measured out a 1/2 cup of starter. Let me grab that. I've got my 1/2 cup of starter here. I'm gonna go ahead and add it. It's cold though, so hopefully this will mix up well for us. So I'm just gonna, oh, and we have to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla too. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. There's our tablespoon of vanilla. All right. I'm gonna mix this all up and bring you back when that is done. So here's our goop. It doesn't mix very well. And it's weird because it doesn't call for any liquids. I've never made brownies from scratch before, to be honest. So I know. But we are now. So we're gonna go ahead and add this in. I'm gonna have to get my spatula to get the rest of it off of here. And we're gonna mix it all up. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna use this. All right, now we're gonna mix it all up. I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of walnuts to it. That's optional. This is so weird that this doesn't have, I'm sure you're supposed to use like a blender, but my mixer was dirty, like the bowls being washed, so. It is incorporating though. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've got the oven preheated at 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake this for about, I think it's like 40 minutes. And if you want, at this point, you could sprinkle more chocolate chips on top when you're done. That's what it's looking like. I'm gonna go get a container, one sec. All right, little square baking dish here. I'm assuming, I don't know. Oh, maybe I should put it in a bit bigger one. I just got the vibe that that might be too thick. Pause. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna switch that out. I've got a rectangle one, and it has a lid, so that'll be perfect. Let's pour all this in here. Yeah, so my starter was technically discard. I'm pretty sure this will work with active starter too, so. Okay. Oh gosh. Should I have greased it? There's enough butter in here. If they stick, that would be shocking. Okay, so just spread that shit out so it's nice and thin. Like evenly. Ooh, they look yummy though. There they are. So we're gonna put them in the oven for 40 minutes at 350, and when we take them out, I will see you then. This is out of the oven, 40 minutes. We're gonna let it cool down, and when we come back, we're gonna have a snack. They are cooled down enough. I'm gonna try it. This is what they look like. That's what the bottom looks like. No burning, but them sticking to the side, I think, is a thing. I wonder if I had edged it. They're gooey though. I wonder if I edged it when they first came out and they were still soft. Because they're definitely still soft. All right. I probably should have got a fork. Hold that thought. They're definitely still gooey on the inside. Oops. I really like this. I'm glad I didn't put the extra chocolate. I'm not a big chocolate girly, but this is the perfect amount. It's like gooey and delicious. I don't know, my camera's picking that up. You should try some. Seriously, it was actually super easy to make. These are fucking good. Well, this one's a keeper, y'all. Walnut brownies. And again, the walnuts are optional, but these are gonna go very quickly as soon as the boys get home from fishing. I didn't go tonight because I had baking to do, but it was worth it getting the first brownie out of the oven. Have a great night, guys.